Okay, coming in for a landing in your body, welcoming yourself to this moment in time, being with yourself. And give me one. What is this? Is so weird. Oh shit, I'm on someone else's channel. I need to stop and start over again. No, I'm not. I think it's fine. Hold on. Let me just see if I can shift over to my own account. Ironically, I can watch this from someone else's account, but not from my own. All right, hold on. Coming in for a landing, feeling what it feels like to be you, being present with yourself in your own body right now, and slowing down your breath a little. So take a big deep breath in. Let it go. Couple big breaths like that, like inhale. Maybe shake it out. This is not yet slowing down the breath. Inhale. Shake out whatever extra tension you have in your body that you can release. And then we're going to take a deep breath in and a hiss exhale. Gentle, soft hiss, slowing down your breath. Take another one. As you're doing that hiss, imagine freeing up your whole head tail connection. So, like this, just adjusting, like the whole inner body became fluid, has room for movement, has the capacity to go with the flow. One more time. Inhale, slowing down your exhale with a soft, gentle hiss, allowing your body to be in just in the Tao, going with the flow, not fighting anything that's happening, just being like, okay, this is it. This is what it is. Being with that. And again, like that. Inhale, being the flow. Better than going with the flow, be the flow. I'm shifting my weight from side to side, gentle movement in my body. Again, like that. Waking up your kinesphere, waking up your realm of movement with soft, easy movement, weight shifting, painting the environment with your arms, coming into the experience of being you. And we'll take a little bounce, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. If it feels like you want to go a little bit more intense with this, you can do it like just a very gentle jump, a little bouncy, jumpy, bouncy, trouncy, Tigger moment. Could be here. Try not to hold yourself away from the bounce, but let yourself really release into the bounce, dropping down, shaking it out, letting go of tension, being the flow, being with the flow, bouncing, and letting that internal fluid in your body have this movement, which then hydrates tissue and also gives your bones and joints the integrity that they need. Tells them, oh, I need to get a little stronger. Let me receive that movement. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do some undulations from the bottom to the top. Doesn't have to be huge, just as big as feels good. So we're undulating in the sagittal plane, the wheel plane. And then start with your head down to your feet, letting that ripple through your body. As if you're, you know, the whole rolling up and down through your spine, like where you roll down. Let's just do that for a minute. Let's do this with an exhale. You don't have to go all the way down. You're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to do this, the soft hiss. Knees can be soft and bent. Deep inhale, soft hiss, surrendering down towards the floor. Knees stay bent. We're not going for a huge hamstring stretch. Once you finish that exhale, roll it up. And we'll do it like 2 more times. So deep inhale, soft hiss all the way to the floor. Knees bent, softening, scooping up the front. When you get to the bottom, before you come up, just give yourself a little shake. Breathe down there, shake, and then roll it back up slowly, but not as slow as the hiss going down. Last time. Dropping your head. Deep breath in. Hissing. Soft hiss all the way down. Letting your shoulders relax, letting your head relax, letting your neck relax. Taking off the backpack of responsibility and just being here in your own animal body. And then rolling it up through your spine again. And we're going to do a little bit of Laban space stuff. So we're going to reach with our right hand up to the ceiling and down to the floor, finding the vertical dimension up and down. What do I get to do? I get to releve, bend, and fold down. Releve up, take it down. Other side, same thing. Left arm up, finding the vertical dimension with your body. Up, bend, receive the earth, take it to the heavens. Take it down to the ground, bring it up to the heavens. Then we're going to switch to the horizontal, right hand and foot, crossing over, opening wide. Step across, open wide. Big weight shift. Step across, open wide, step across, open wide. Same thing with the other side. Crossing over, opening out. Take up space. Really expand into your kinesphere, opening it up. What is your kinesphere? Your realm of potential movement. If you had a big ball around you, could you reach into all of those spaces? Really get out there. So that's when we stretch out to our peripheral edge, we are opening up in our fascia, right? In our nervous system, in our veins and arteries. That's why we want to get this kind of movement, right? It is alive and vibrant. Backwards and forwards, sagittal dimension, starting with the right. Right behind you, and then coming forward in space. Taking it back, taking it forward. Taking it back, taking it forward, taking it back, taking it forward. Same thing on the other side. To the back, to the front. So I have just decided that I'm going to do a Christmas to New Year's fitness push. It'll be fitness and somatics. And I'm going to do like, this is for the people in TV land, not necessarily my Zoom room, but I'm going to do circle your shoulders, a week of class every day, a class. So some of them will be more intense, some of them will be more light, and some of them will be really just somatic dives. So I'm going to do a week long for like $100 or something. Week long, sometimes more than one class in the week for people who have that week off and want to get in shape. Hands on your shoulders. And if you want to actually be in the Zoom room, people watching, reach out to me. Change direction, other way. You can email me at octaviacup@gmail.com. octavia@gmail.com. Shake it out. And this is 2024. This is December of 2024. If you are watching this in the future, it's not 2025. Let's put the whole up, down, cross, open, backward, forward together. The dimensional cross of axis. Up and down, crossed and open. Backwards and forwards. Trying to keep your hip bones, headlights facing front. Vertical, up, down. Cross it over, open it wide. Reach into space. Take it backwards and forwards. Vertical, up, down, horizontal, cross, open, sagittal, backwards, forwards. We're going to switch it to the other side. Vertical, up, down, balancing our brains, balancing our body, crossed, open. How often are you doing the same thing on both sides, backwards and forwards? This is some of the good stuff about both ballet class and yoga class, is that generally you're doing the same stuff on both sides. Up, vertical, down, step across, open it wide, take it backwards and forwards. And one final time for that left side that usually doesn't get as much. If you are right side dominant, cross, open, backwards, and forwards. We're just going to hit the 4 points of the vertical plane. I'm going to start on my right, but I'm going to call this my right. Oh, wait a minute. It'll be your left. High left, high right. Sorry. Yeah. High left, high right, low left, low right. High left, high right. If I'm not reversed for you, then I apologize for saying the wrong thing. You can just go up, up, down, down. Then we're going to do the horizontal plane. So I'm going to go right forward middle, left forward middle, right back middle, left back middle. Table plane, forward, forward, back, back. So I'm forward and side, back and side, back and side. Forward, you will like the way I avoided right and left. It's a lot easier to be actually in the same room as people. Good, and come in. We want to do the sagittal as well. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to cycle through the sagittal. So the first one is bowling. Let's go with your left side, down, up, and back. So I'm going to show you this way. Bowling, circle it back. So it's forward low, forward high, backward low, forward low, forward high, backward low. Change it to the other side. Forward low, forward high, backward low, forward low, forward high. I'm trying to stay in the frame. Backward high, backward low, but I'm not succeeding. Forward low, forward high, backward low. Of course, we could go this way also. That's it. That's our whole exploration of space in the Laban sort of way. We're going to take it down to the floor. Cross-legged position on your butt on the floor. Just settling in for a second. Feel the ground underneath your butt. Feel your sit bones connected to the ground. Take a deep breath. Let's do the hiss and let's just free up our spine again. So free flow the spine. Letting the air out of the tire, letting the pressure out, right? So that we come into this more open, expansive, available space, which doesn't mean we don't have good boundaries. It's just that we can feel when the tension rises, we can make better choices if we're noticing that it's happening. Free flow your spine in any way that feels good. Free flow your gut body. Hissing. Probably the earbuds will take it out. Good. And then coming in to center, opening your arms, stretching from side to side. Letting your head go off vertical. And then you're going to circle it the whole way around, taking it forward. Head is reaching away from the tail. Arms are circling around. Change direction. So as we reach out to the front, the other arm comes forward. If you are watching this on my channel, try doing these things more than once, right? I mean, like do one of these classes, try to make it all the way to the end, and then repeat it again in a couple days, right? Then you will start to learn all the exercises and it will be easier. All right, change legs, non-dominant leg comes in front, circling your gut body, mobilizing your diaphragm, mobilizing your heart, mobilizing your lungs, and change direction. Right? We want to mobilize these things so that we can maximize flow and health, right? Things that are stagnant are not healthy, right? The stagnant pool is not as healthy as the free-flowing river, generally, depending on how much stuff is going in there, right? Let's let go of that thought and just turn your head gently from side to side. See the space around you, soften your jaw, take in the colors, the light, the shadows, the shapes, the living creatures, plants, animals, whatever you got around there, insects. Good. And then I'm going to take it forward and let my head release down. And here, slow movement, just waving my body from side to side, freeing up again that head-tail connection, tail to head, letting it drop down, mobilizing, letting my discs and vertebra just readjust in there, tension melting away. And then I'm going to take it to the side. And from here, I'm going to curl forward and then I'm going to lift, arch, and open. Exhale toward the floor. Inhale. Open your lungs, open your heart. Exhale downward. Inhale. Open. Exhale downward. Inhale. Open. Take it a little deeper to the side. Lengthen your spine to come up. Over to the other side. Exhale forward, curling the spine. Inhale. Arch. Exhale. Lift, lengthen, soften. Inhale. Open it up. Exhale. Up and over. Long body. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Inhale. So we're not crunching into ourselves so much as lengthening through. Last one. Take it deep to the side, lengthen up, lengthening your spine. Open it up. We'll take it down to the floor, onto your back. I did vacuum my whole house yesterday, but I still have like the nose itchies from like cat hair and dust. From side to side, let your knees drop. Let that massage through your hips, lower back, opening up, inner thighs release, and then close. Opening and closing, not pushing beyond what feels natural to open, letting it massage over your hips and butt. And then coming in, feet parallel. Let's just pick up the toes and then lower. Flex your foot, lower, lift up your heels, lower. Just the toes, lower, flex, heels. Toes, think of spreading them out. Fan your toes. Lower, flex your foot. Lower, heels. Toes, down. Flex, down. Heels, toes, spread them out. Flex, heels, toes. Flex, heels. You're going to flex and you're just going to windshield wiper your feet. So my knees are staying where they are. I'm windshield wipering my feet from side to side. And I'm going to windshield wiper with my knees going too. But now my feet aren't doing as much work, as much movement. So try to get your feet to do that spiral and your knees. Doesn't have to go all the way down. Just waking up the muscles in your lower leg and in your feet, right? So a lot of the muscles that connect into our toes are either coming up the front of our shin or going up the back of our calf. But they're not just here. A lot of them are really coming all the way up. Let's reach the legs up to the ceiling, circle your feet, change direction, and lower it down. Lifting your pelvis up. Let's take your arms up over your head, deep breath in, lift a little higher, and you're just going to pull and push with your legs. So I'm pulling and pushing on the diagonal, pulling and pushing with my feet, calves and hamstrings, or not calves, really quads and hamstrings. Let this massage out your shoulders. Take your arms out to the side. Same pull and push. Let the shoulders be soft and easy. And then take them down and the same pull and push. Just feeling how it's different as your arms move. Arms out to the side, massaging through your upper traps. Relax your head, neck, and jaw. Arms over your head. And release, lower it down. Leave the arms up. Deep inhale. On the exhale, press up, hands come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Inhale, drop it down. Arms over your head. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, fold in the hips. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Warming up your back, your butt, and your hamstrings. Press it up. We're going to stay here. You're going to flex your toes, lower, flex your foot, lower, lift your heels. Toes, foot, heels. Toes lift, lower, flex your foot, lower, heels. Toes, flex, heels, toes, flex, heels. Flex and a little bit of windshield wiper just with the foot, moving side to side. Lower down, roll it down through your spine. Take your time. Land on the planet. Let go. Breathe. And then take it into a happy baby pose. So happy baby. Yeah, it is so bright and gorgeous here today. However, it's also like it was 26 degrees out when I woke up. It's probably about 30 now. So we had a good solid freeze last night. Baby pose. Wiggle around in your baby pose. Free up your body. Soften, listen in. What would feel good? Do that. Listen to your own body. Good. And then we are going to take our hands on our knees, big circles, massaging out your lower back. Relax your upper back. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your tongue. Relax your shoulders and change direction. Circling the other way. Lubricating up that hip socket, increasing the integrity of the femur head, right? Just by mobilizing it. That is the top ball that is moving in this ball and socket joint in your hips. And let's press up again. Circles with your hips, circling around. Change direction, other way. Mobilizing your pelvis, mobilizing your ribs, mobilizing your inner body. Come into center. Interlace your hands behind your butt. Walk your shoulders closer together if you can. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, touch them together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Pushing the floor away with your arms. Roll to the outer edge, inner edge. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale, come into center. Open it up. Soften. Roll it down through your spine. Deep breath in, fill up, expand your inner body, spaciousness inside your body, and then circle your knees. Fluid inner body, unblocking any blockages in there, right? Tension masks sensation and tension blocks flow. Change direction. Massaging it out. You're not gripping in your guts or your butt. You just relax, let your body move. And then from there, we're going to open elbows and knees, close them together. Try to get them so that they're working together. Knees and elbows opening and closing. This isn't an exercise that should feel difficult muscularly. It's more about coordination, getting elbows and knees to open and close together. All right, open up. Close one side of your body until you fall onto that side. Open the top half, keep the other side totally relaxed. Open, 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 open until you gently roll onto your back. Close the other side. Opening through the top half of your body. Open, 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 open. Let that roll you onto your back very gently. And then close, 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 close. So often when we roll to side, we're kind of pushing off of one side. Don't push, just open. Open, open, open. If you're really tight and you have to give it a little push about here, go for it. But if not, try to stay as relaxed as possible with only the opening and closing to move you. So we're moving with like the most efficiency at this tempo. Really gentle, smooth flow as we roll from side to side. Massaging out your back, relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, relaxing your jaw, landing on the planet. Now we're going to make it a little bit more active. You're going to go ahead and push, open, and then fold and close. Push, open. You're pushing off the floor and then close. Push the floor away. Open onto your back. Close it in. Open and close. Stay on one side. Reach the upper arm and leg out. Real long stretch. Bring it in. Open and close. Top arm and leg stretch. Reach it long. Bring it in. Open it up and close. Upper versus lower. Bring it in. Open and close. Upper versus lower. Bring it in. Open, close. Reach, fold it in, open, close. Last one. Reach, fold it in, open, and come onto your back. If you have a weight, or I've got like these 10-pound weights. I could do it with that, with one of those, but I'm going to use this. It's an 8-pound ball of plastic crap, right? That's what the world has become, plastics and microplastics. However, sometimes, like these pants, for example, God knows what what chemicals they're made out of. Circles around your body with your weight. Knees are together, feet are together. So, like, I will be wearing these pants while I'm teaching, but I generally don't wear like plastic chemical clothing for the rest of the day, she says. Trying not to. The whole microplastics thing, circle the other way. Huberman, I know he's controversial, but he does a good podcast on microplastics. I would highly recommend listening to that and changing your plastic habits. Having said that, as I use this plastic ball, like we're all hypocrites, what can we do? Our best, that's all we can do. And sometimes not our best. Sometimes our best isn't that great. Taking your arms up over your head, bend your elbows like you're driving a race car, turn your head, turn your arms, spiraling one way, spiraling the other. Imagine that you're making this as easy as possible. So you're not working as hard as you can, you're working as easy and efficiently as you can. Turning, letting your shoulders move on your back, shoulder blades moving, and then release that and come down. And let's do this. I'm like, I want to do more abs, but I kind of want to do legs. And I'm also probably too close to that. No, it looks like I have space. Hands down by your sides, legs up to the ceiling. Circles. If you want to make them harder, you can peel up, open it out, take it down. If you want to make them easier, just circle up on the ceiling. Really work at elongating your legs. So whether you're going big or smaller, try to keep your legs straight. If you're really tight, you might have to bend your knees a little bit. Two more. Last one. Just open up to we're going to do, let me do it so you can see. Here, you're going to release your feet down to the floor and then point so your ankles pop up. See, release, point, release, point, release, point. Stay pointed. Right leg goes up to the ceiling. Carry it out to the side, fold it in. Left leg goes up to the ceiling. Carry it out to the side, fold it in. Right leg up, side, fold, left leg up, side, fold, both legs, up, open, fold, both legs, up, open, fold. Open your feet wider than your sticky mat, internally rotate one leg at a time, spiraling in. So we've done a lot of legs out stuff. We also want to make sure, we've done some turning in and out with the legs. We also want to make sure that we really get this internal rotation. You can hook it and hang out there. Breathe, thinking of that spiral all the way up into this tissue in your hip and kind of in your glutes, spiraling in. Switching it to the other side. Breathe. Come in, pick up your butt, give it a little shake. Now we are going to reverse the leg circles. So I'm going to do them with flex feet coming down, opening out, either off the floor or not. Listen to your own body. Peeling, if you're peeling it up, control the descent as well. Or you're going for smaller circles, depending on what it feels like in your body. Breathing into it, reaching through your heels, long legs, flexing, pushing it out. Good, and release. That's the only thing we're going to reverse there. Let's just roll back and forth, rounding through your spine. Take it into, if you can, take it forward as if you're going to roll forward. I'll back this up. Curling back, rounding, coming forward into a deep squat, moving forward in space. You might need to push off the floor for that, aiming to be able to come forward. If you can come forward, try extending up, fold it down, take it back, coming forward. Reach it out, lower, like you're gonna pop up into a handstand, right? Taking some weight on your arms. In that overhead position. And relax, let it go. That was cycling, right? We're cycling there in the sagittal. Relax and melt. Take a deep breath in. Free up your head, tail, soft, gentle. Relaxing the deep inner body with micro movement, easy, gentle inner movement. Add the hiss, if possible. If you're breathing too heavy, it's hard to hiss, so just don't do it. But if you can, slow down the exhale with the hiss. So we're going to do it one more time. And what I want you to think about is that you're massaging out your shoulders and back just by wiggling on the floor. Very gentle. You're not trying to get in there and when you're like massaging and like, oh, I found a trigger point. Let me just get in there. We're not doing it like that. We're doing it like fluid, gentle, easy. Not like, oh, I found the pain thing. I'm going to get in there, but more like, oh, I found some flow. I'm going to move with that. I'm going to lighten up my death grip on reality. So working with a hiss, you're using the movement to massage out your back. So you can move in any way. Maybe you want to move bigger, maybe you want to move smaller. Listen to your own body. Ripples, waves, undulations in your body of water. Gentle, effortless, non-judgmental. Good. And let's just slowly roll it over and do this exact same thing on hands and knees. So here, same thing, freeing up the flow. You can come down to your elbows if that feels better, using the theta breath, the soft hiss. Sensuous movement. Feeling good in your body. Offering yourself that idea. Oh my God, what if I felt good in my body? Healthy pleasure. Not necessarily hedonism, but healthy pleasure. And from there, we're going to take one leg out, arm and leg, and you're going to free flow that. So you're going to explore your kinesphere, explore the range of possibilities of movement with your arm, opposite arm to leg. Challenging yourself, challenging your balance, working with this contralateral cross-body pattern, opposite arm to leg. Go ahead and switch it out, change it to the other side. Shift your weight, mobilize, free up your flow. Feeling the tension and counter tension of this movement, right? How do I balance it out from one side to the other? Evening yourself out and coming back to all fours. We're going to take our elbows to the floor, rolling back and forth across your forearm. Push into your forearm so you're bearing some weight in your forearm, massaging out the soft tissue, muscles, fascia in your forearm. And then let's take it to a forearm plank, pushing forward and backward. Bring your heels towards each other and drop your hips to one side and then the other. Hips dropping one way, hips going the other way. Heels are close together. And come in, lower your pelvis, drop all the way down, bend your knees, let your legs fall from side to side. Yeah, so once I get it together, which will probably be today, I will put a link up to sign up for that week-long Christmas to New Year's daily class festival. I'll put it in the description. And then take your head and your hands up and down. Let go. So probably what'll happen is there'll be like some morning classes, some afternoon or evening classes, and some days we'll have more than one. Top of the feet to the floor, hands by your chest. Inhale, up, exhale down. Inhale, baby cobra, no hands, exhale. Inhale, exhale, coming a little bit higher, push into the floor, only as high as feels okay in your back. Inhale, shoulders are connected down. On the next one, if you want to bend your knees, toes towards your head, go for it. Doing it like that a couple of times. And then take it back into a child's pose. Breathe in your child's pose. Soften. Breathe into your lower back. Wiggle around. Let go. And then shift your weight back towards your heels and come up. We're going to take it back down onto our bellies on the mat. Baby cobra head circles. So ear to your shoulder, coming up, ear to the other shoulder, bangs to the floor, circling around. And change direction other way. And go ahead, curl your toes under, knees on or off the floor. Push yourself up into a plank. I'm going to drop my knees and I'm going to lower all the way down to the floor again. Coming up, my knees are on the floor and then I'm going to pop them off. Knees down, taking it all the way down to the floor. Pushing knees on the floor, take it up. Knees touch all the way down. Push, lift, drop your knees, to the floor. Breathing. Two more times. And take it to a downward dog. That might have just been one more time. It's enough for me. Bend your knees, look under your armpit, shift your hips from side to side. Big stretch. Costume readjustment moment. Taking your right leg to the ceiling as high as it can go, knee into your chest, taking it forward. Inhale, poke a hole through the ceiling. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer shoulder. Inhale, lift, lower it down. Switching to the other side. Leg to the ceiling, knee to your chest, plank. Leg to the ceiling, cross it under. Leg to the ceiling, outer shoulder. Leg to the ceiling, lower it down, come down. Interlace your hands behind your back, open your chest. Breathe into the front of your lungs. I have an old house. I have 3 cats. There are plants everywhere. Even no matter how much I clean, it's a dusty house. Sometimes I'm like, do I really want to do deep breath work in here? Oh, I do open the windows a lot, but then then we also have the pollen and the refuse from outside. So, well, whatever. What can you do? We live in the world. Got to make it work as best we can. Let's come onto our side. So it's going to be onto your elbow and knee. You're going to kick back, bring it in. Coming up, inhale, exhale. 1, reaching. 2, reach into the back space. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down, top hand up. We're going to go with that knee clamshell. Going 1. Push the floor away with your bottom elbow, engaging your pec and your lat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down. Bottom leg straight down below you. Top leg also straight down below you. Flex, kicking up behind your shoulder. Point, fold it into your knee, slide it down. Flex up, point and fold, slide it down. 2, flex up, point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees, relax onto your back, and just let your legs fall from side to side. Really slow. Let this massage through the muscles that we're just working in your butt. So for me, the bottom side was doing a lot of work. That's what I'm trying to relax. It might be something different for you. And then coming up, taking it around to the other side. I'm going to have some water. Like the dust factor, the dust factory. All right, other side. Elbow up, reaching into the back space, pulling in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, open. 7, back space. 8, 9, 10. Take it down. Engage this bottom pec and lat. So that bottom elbow is, you're not like here, you're pushing it away. Bottom elbow directly below your shoulder. Up and down for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it all the way down. Legs straight down below you. Flex up, point, fold it in, slide it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm getting really warm. 7. It's either the sun on me, 8, or I'm actually working. 9, 10. Good. And that sun is actually coming through a glass curtain, which isn't really glass, they're just called that. So there is some blockage, but we have a tree out front, and obviously the leaves have all gone down. So in the summer, I don't get that sunlight like that. Oh, drop from side to side. Relax your butt, relax your back. Soften and melt. Let go. So I think I want to do pigeon today. So if pigeon isn't going to work for you, figure four instead. Otherwise, roll over into your pigeon. Ah, back leg is parallel, turned in. So it's not turned out, turned in. This foot isn't curling in, but it's straight down below you. Take it down into whatever you got for your pigeon. Breathe into it. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab and take a quad stretch here. And just because I need to do this for myself, I'm going to go into a split. And then we're going to take it around to the other side. So most of what we're doing in here is what I need to do for myself, right? That's why I teach, so that I can move my body, take it down, and teach other people. Take it down, relax into it, breathe into it. Surrender and melt. Splat into the floor. And then coming up, I'm going to bend, go for the quad stretch here. And then, of course, evening out the split on this side. Good. And wherever you are, bring it in. Sit on your butt, crossing over one way and then the other. Windshield wipers. This is the final butt massage. Massaging through your butt. If you want to stay on one side and circle around, go for it. I still have that tailbone injury. Oh, which is, I don't know. I think it's from sitting too much on one specific day. Like my body does not want to sit, but it was sitting planes, trains, and automobile style where you can't really get up. You have to sit there. Anyway, let me see where we are time-wise. We are good. I'm going to stand up and we'll do a little bit of breathing to finish it off. So inhale, open. Exhale as if you're pushing two big empty jugs underwater. So there's some strong weight to that. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, you're going to hiss and push down. But let me show you this hiss. This hiss is going to be like you're blowing out of a straw. So it's kind of like pinchy face. That's the technical term for it, I believe. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, push down. Everything out. Open it up. Inhale. Grounding your energy. Opening your feet wide, bend one knee and then the other. Just let your body dangle, hanging down, shifting from side to side. See if you can let that ripple through your spine as you shift your weight. Coming into center, rolling it up. Regular, easy breath. Inhale, open. Ah, exhale, coming down, diving up the center, diving into the universe, opening out, splashing out, diving up. All your dreams and aspirations coming true. And again, diving up, diving, making the world a better place, opening out, and then gathering in, filling up, either down in prayer or diving down, planting and grounding your energy. All those dreams, grounding them, making them real. Open it up, grounding, coming down. Or let's do this last one in prayer. Open it up, bringing it together in prayer. We just had Thanksgiving. Find something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my cats. I'm grateful for my house. So many things. For Kingston, for, I don't know, all the things. I just want to tell you one little quick story that before I close it out on the internet. I have a friend who I've actually never met before, but we were in a lot of the same Zoom rooms in during COVID. And I was telling him, we were talking about tarot because I've been doing these tarot drawings where I'm doing like a reading of 2 to 3 cards, and then I'm mixing the imagery and making art from that. And I was talking to him about that. This is all not in a conversation, but in like short, you know, voice messages. And I was saying, yeah, I really do it not for divination so much as for um, seeing the imagery, using art to be engaged in the world and just seeing things in a different way. And he said back, and I thought this was really good and reflective. He goes, "Well, it really sounded to me like you were doing it for self-care." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's exactly what I've been doing it for. It's like a meditation to draw and to engage with these archetypal images." But the final thing I'm going to say about this is that one of the images that kept coming up for me was the card adjustment. It's I think I put the cards back in the other room, otherwise I would show it. In the Crowley deck, it's called adjustment, and it's a Libra card, and it's a basically an octahedron with a woman standing in the middle on a sword or holding a sword and balancing on the tip of the sword with these two balls like the scales. And I was thinking, oh, this is really about finding balance and blah, blah, blah. But really, what I realized after a few days, this was not about that. This was really about me judging myself. This was about my own judgment aimed at myself in not always the kindest ways. So sometimes, like, I just want to say this and name this, like, a lot of stuff has been happening in the world. We're not always at our best when all that stuff is happening. Sometimes maybe we behave in ways that aren't us when we're fully nourished and supported, right? We're kind of like scrabbling at being a person in the world. So just that kind of awareness and thinking about that, like how am I showing up for myself, to other people? How am I going to feel about what just happened? Like, am I going to go, oh, why did I do that? Or am I going to go, no, this is okay. I can accept what happened. Like, we just want to think about the big picture sometimes because the judgment isn't about judging other people. It's usually about us aiming and firing at our own